In this lesson video, we will learn how to work with compound interest. Firstly, we will derive the compound interest formula, and then based on that formula, we will learn how to calculate principal amount, final amount, interest and interest rate when some of the quantities are given and some of the quantities are asked to find out. Here we will learn how to calculate compound interest. So first we will start with the difference between simple interest and compound interest. Simple interest versus compound interest. With same principal amount P and interest rate R%, so it's R% per annum. So now initially at the beginning the principal amount is P, that is added by P times R division 100. So this is the interest amount. So after 1 year, that is R division 100 times 1 year. So this much interest is added with the principal amount in simple interest after 1 year. That is also true for compound interest, because at the beginning of the year initial amount is P, and on P principal amount interest added is this much, R% interest, so this much. So after 1 year the the amount becomes, if we take P common, it will be 100 division this. P times 1 plus R division 100. So now in simple interest, principal amount remains same. That means in the next year also the principal amount is P, and new interest added is P times R division 100. This much interest comes new, so principal amount is this. This is the new interest and previous year's interest, so this becomes times 2. So the principal amount remains same. But for compound interest, at the end of the period, one period, this principal amount changes into this. So that means the interest obtained in first year is added to the principal amount, and that amount becomes the second year's principal amount. So this is the principal amount at the second year. So this is the principal amount 1 plus R division 100, and then on this principal amount interest, R% interest over 1 year. So this is the principal amount now, and R% interest means R division 100. So if we take this part common, P times 1 plus R division 100, then from here we will get 1, and from here we are getting this. So that can be written as, P, this same thing, so square, 1 plus R division 100 square. So in simple interest rate, the principal amount always remain the initial principal amount, only the interest per year interest part adds. So that is why only this parts add. So here we are multiplying 1, 2. So next year it will be P plus P times R times 3 division 100. But for compound interest, initial principal amount plus first period's interest, that is first 1 year's interest, that become, so this is the total amount at the end of first year or first period, that become the principal amount. So interest is compounding, that become the principal amount in the next years initially. So this is the principal amount at the beginning of second period or second year, and then over the second period the interest amount is this. So this summation is this. So we are getting P times 1 plus R division 100 square. So this amount will be the principal amount in the third period, at the beginning of third period. So what we will get here is P 1 plus r division 100 square. So this is the principal amount, and over one period or 1 year, the interest will be r division 100. This is the principal amount at the beginning, and this principal amount times r% interest. So this is the interest amount. So at the end of third period, we will be getting P times 1 plus r division 100 square. So this part we can take common. Then from here we will get 1, and here we will get r division 100. R division 100. So this square times this same thing, we will get P 1 plus r division 100 to the power 3. So at the end of third period, power is 3. But for simple interest, if we take the P common, 1 plus r times 3 division 100. That's why in generally after t time period, in simple interest case, the final amount is P times 1 plus RT division 100. So this T multiplies here for simple interest. But for compound interest, we can see that the power, this 1 plus R division 100, this time period is raised as a power. That means that for compound interest, final amount will be initial amount 1 plus interest rate division 100 to the power t time period. After t time period, it will be to the power t. So that is why at the beginning we wrote the formula that for r% compound interest rate on principal amount P over time period t, the final amount, here there will be no straightforward calculation for interest. The final amount will be the relation. Final amount equals principal amount times 1 plus interest rate division 100 to the power t. For simple interest, t was multiplied with the interest. Now for compound interest, it is 1 plus r division 100 to the power t. So this will be the final amount after t period, that is t year or any other period. Now interest then. So after t period, initial amount P, that is principal amount P, becomes final amount P prime. So how much interest obtained? Final amount minus initial amount, that will be the interest. So this will be the working formula for calculating compound interest.